It's been 1 week and I still can't button my pants. I wanted to show you guys the progress and tell you what I've actually been doing. Last week I was 182 pounds. Today I'm 174, and that's 8 pounds in 1 week. Now, you guys, I'm not telling you I lost 8 pounds of fat though. A lot of that is going to be water weight. But I can definitely see and feel a difference. My stomach has gone down, and today we're going to find out if I'm any closer to buttoning these pants. You know, for about 2 months before this, honestly, I was saying yes to almost everything and not saying no to much of anything. Eating things I normally wouldn't eat, eating throughout the day, and just not paying enough attention. It caught up with me. And besides, I'm on summer break. I'm usually wearing shorts and workout clothes that stretch. I didn't really notice at first, right, how much I had changed until I tried putting on my regular pants. This past week, I got serious again, right? And I've been watching what I eat. I've been cutting out the stuff I know I don't need, using intermittent fasting, and getting back into the gym consistently. But one day, I went about 19 hours without eating from around 5 at night until noon the next day. But I learned something from that. I think I pushed a little too hard that day because, first of all, before that, right, I'm using the sauna every day. It was hot and humid outside. I'm walking that dog morning and night for miles. I'm working out, drinking coffee, and apparently I wasn't drinking enough water to keep up with, you know, what I was doing. So when I finally ate lunch that day, after that long fast, my stomach actually started spasming on me. And that never happened to me before. And honestly, it scared me. I also had some cramping in my fingers. I looked into what might be happening and talked to the doctor. And for me, it was a big reminder that I need to pay much more close attention to hydration. Much closer attention, I should say. And since then, I've been making hydration a priority. Because I'm not going to go have that problem again, right? And I haven't had it again. Thank goodness. It was just dehydration and cramping. And that can happen in your whole body, I guess, right? Pretty much, most of it, right? But that's something I want you guys to understand too. That I'm always learning, even when you're trying to do something healthy. More is not always better. Pay attention to your body, stay hydrated, and if something doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. Talk to a medical professional when you need. Um, my knee is also doing a lot better than last week. The swelling has went down quite a bit, and I've been in the gym. I've been working, my upper body also on different days, but I'm also working my knee with some exercises and stretches. Basically, it's like a rehab. But if I don't get that weight off, it's probably hard for that swelling to go down. I need to get this extra 5 or 8 pounds off. You know, but I'm being careful. I don't want to have any setbacks. Because I can't afford them, right? I don't want to make anything worse. So, but anyway, here's the part I've been waiting for, right? After 1 week, how close am I to buttoning these pants? Well, I tried them on and not close. It seems like I'm not even closer, but I think the belly's the last to go, right? So, you know, these are my results. Maybe it takes me 3 more weeks because I think next week, probably not, but the week after, I'm going to be getting close, I think. I have a feeling. So I'm thinking this video thing might be 4 parts and it might be a month, and then I'll show you guys. I'll be right back in those pants. Okay, I'm just trying to prove a point. That if you guys start off, it's going to be water weight at first. It's not even really, but I put that on by making bad choices, right? But I shouldn't have done that. So once you get to a certain point, you can make mistakes, and then you can get the weight off quick. But once you let it go too far, it's going to take time. The point is to start making better decisions and just keep going. Here's something I've been telling myself every day. Not today. Whatever that thing is that's been in your way, just tell yourself, not today. I'm not eating that today. I'm not drinking that today. I'm not skipping the gym today. I'm not giving up today. You don't have to promise yourself forever. Just win today. Then wake up tomorrow and do it again. Like, comment, and subscribe and share this. I also revamped the channel. All my playlists are all tightened up. They're in order. Everything's easy to see. You can download workouts and food plans, and you can watch my videos. And I'm actually reinventing or recreating or actually recutting some old videos that I actually accidentally deleted. And I'm going to put them out. And those are the ones you need. Those are the ones for the food and the exercise plan that you can follow. So have a great day.